So today we will be learning about what are stacks and what are queues. So starting first we have stack. So what is a stack? You all might be familiar with the concept of first in last out or last in first out, which is nothing but a stack. If we suppose we have a container and you first push element 2 in it, then pushed 1, then pushed element 3, and last you pushed 4. So now if you want to remove an element from the container, you have to remove the element which you pushed at the last, which is 4. So you remove 4, and now the container has 3 at its top, 1, and at last 2. So now again if you want to remove, you have to remove the top element, which now is 3. And like this you will also remove 1, and at last you will remove 2, which is first in, which was 2. We have first inserted 2, last out, and it was removed at the last, or last in, first out. As we can see, 4 which we have inserted at the last was first removed. So this was all about stack, as simple as that. Now moving towards queue. So queue is basically total opposite of stack. In stack, we used to pop the element which was inserted at the last, but in queue, we pop the element which is inserted at first. So assume this is a queue. We insert 2, 1, 3, and 4. In queue, we have two ends, which is first is front end of the queue, and this is rear end of the queue. So you can visualize that we are inserting the element from the rear end of the queue and popping it from the front. So you first insert 2 from the rear end and it goes to the front end. And now if you want to pop the element, you pop it from the front. So now we are remained with 1, 3, and 4. Now if you again want to pop, you will pop 1 from this because it is at front of the queue. Similarly, 3 and 4. So basically Q follows the principle of FIFO, which is first in and first out. So at first we inserted 2, which was popped at first. Then accordingly the elements can be get popped from the queue. So this was all about queue and stacks. And in the next video, we will be learning how to implement these queue and stacks in Python. So there are many ways of the implementation, like we can implement them using arrays, a linked list. We can also implement stack using queues, or queue, we implement queue using stacks. But Python has a very powerful data structure, inbuilt data structure called deck, which we will be using for the implementation of stack and queues. So we will be learning in the next video what is deck. So for now, that's it. Thank you.